It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. You tune into your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Expresso, right here on SABC3, heading to the final frontier right now. Now, very interesting news. This past week, NASA proposed a new plan to send a spacecraft to Triton, which is the largest of Neptune's 13 moons. Now, the moon was first discovered back in 1846 and has a diameter of 2,700 kilometers. But the question is, what has got NASA so interested in this small speck of rock far out in our solar system? So this morning, to unpack it, we are joined by spaceman Dr. Dan Kahneman. How's it, Dan? How are you doing, brother?
Good, man. Thanks.
Cool. So, yeah, what's the deal here? Give us a bit of background on Triton, small speck of rock.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's a fairly big moon, as you say. It's the seventh largest moon in our solar system, but it's very, very far out, and therefore it hasn't really been of much interest to us until fairly recently, when we kind of knew that there's a large amount of water, mostly in the form of ice.
Okay.
So, I mean, it's very, very cold out there. Neptune is the furthest planet from the sun. So it's very, very cold, but there's a lot of water ice on it. But we now know that it's geologically active, which means that there's the push and pull from Neptune's gravity means that there are volcanoes and geysers sort of coming up from the core of Triton. And now what we know about life is that we found life at the sort of geysers at the depths of our oceans. So there's a possibility that maybe life could have formed there. And that's kind of what we're looking for. So we're no longer looking just in the sort of nice, warm, comfortable zone that Earth sits in. But the idea that life could exist in much more difficult situations.
Especially, as you say, it is active. So is this the main reason why NASA wants to go there, to see if they can find some sort of life form, bacteria, I don't even know. But what exactly is their plan? I mean, how do they propose to do that? Because, I mean, first and foremost, it's far out.
Yeah.
It's icy. I mean, these things that they're looking for are probably buried deep below the surface. What's their kind of plan and limitations?
Yeah, so NASA's got a sort of roadmap to discover and explore ocean worlds. And this is now classified as one of the ocean worlds because there may be this ocean underneath.
Okay.
So this proposed plan is a very simple one to just do a flyby, which is relatively cheap. I mean, it's not cheap sending anything, but it's relatively cheap. We're not sending a lander or anything that's going to go in. And they want to send it fairly soon. It's going to take at least 12 years to get there.
Right.
But, you know, send this thing to fly by and get very, very good footage. I mean, this is the map we have of Triton. We don't have all of it. So we'd map all of it, and we'd be able to determine whether there is liquid water underneath the crust.
Okay.
And if so, then maybe it becomes a target for landers and something that can sort of drill in and look for
Look, I think that might be still quite far off in the future, given that it will take 12 years to get there, and we're still working on Mars.
Space is big.
According, compared to that, Mars is just around the corner. But it's going to be very interesting to see, what they come up with. We're going to have to obviously wait just a little bit.
Yeah, for sure.
Before you go, though, I want to chat about something else. You are starting a podcast, specifically focusing on African astronomy.
Yeah, so we're starting a podcast which launches tomorrow called The Cosmic Savannah.
Okay.
And myself and a colleague, Jacinta Delhaize, and we are focusing, as you say, on African astronomy, all the exciting events which are sort of happening here, Meerkat, SALT, the incredible developments that are happening in astronomy. And yeah, so it launches tomorrow. You can Google it, The Cosmic Savannah, and subscribe online and follow us.
I love it, The Cosmic Savannah. Very fitting. Dan, thank you very much for joining us this morning. That's your final frontier. Very, very exciting news. But yeah, we'll see what happens in 12 years' time.
Thanks, man.